So Andy here again with GlueTread. Today we're going to be working on this damage on the treaded area of this combine tire. This is kind of a bigger piece. It's something you could do maybe with an external patch kit, but we're going to do it today with the sidewall seal kit. It's a bigger piece of rubber, 4 inches by 4.5 inches. Available on our website. We're just going to show you how to go through this real quick. So included in this kit, you'll see this piece of rubber that I just talked about. You get a bottle of adhesive, instruction manual, and then 4 pieces of sandpaper. As you can see here, this tire is pretty dirty. We'd already wiped it off just with normal water, basic soap and water. And next thing you want to do is start sanding this down and make sure this is all really flat here. You want to make sure that when you put the patch on, it's a rubber to rubber contact. So I'm going to sand this down real quick. We do give 4 pieces of sandpaper here so you can go through and make sure you get it sanded down to wherever you need. If you have some sort of automatic sander, you can also use that or some power sander, but we're just doing this by hand for now. So that'll do for now. So the next thing we're going to do, as you can see, this tire is holding pressure. So we don't have to worry so much about getting any adhesive in here and bringing that back together. That's a video that we'll work on later. But we're just going to cover this so that no other damage occurs. With the adhesive, you'll see that it's actually sealed, so you will have to cut the tip off of that, just like that. We got the tip off, and then we'll be able to put the applicator tip right on, just like that. So from here, we're going to take this piece of rubber and kind of place it on here as we think we need to fit it, right? So I'm thinking something like that. This is a tire marker. You can also use a Sharpie or any other thing to mark kind of where you need to cut. I'm going to say somewhere like that, and then kind of around like that. The rubber is very durable, but you can actually cut it with just normal any kind of house scissors or anything like that. So I'm just going to come around and cut those lines I marked. I might have to do this twice. Just come around and cut that piece there, and then do the same thing down here. See how we did. So that should work pretty well. I might just cut some excess here as well. You want to make sure that you have at least a 1/4 inch on either side of the damage. So I just got rid of that extra there. And you can see that would fit pretty well. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this adhesive. I'm actually going to start from the bottom on this. It's going to be easier to get the adhesive to drop down. But before I do that, I'm going to trace the outside of this to make sure we kind of keep this where we need it. So there's that. You want to really make sure that your first drops of adhesive are right on this line, and then that you match it up well. So just put it right like that, and then we'll hold that there at the bottom. This procedure is slightly different than the external patch kit. So you'll actually place adhesive on the patch and move it up just a little bit at a time. I'm sorry, place the adhesive on the tire as opposed to the patch that you would normally do with the external patch kit. This just makes it easier for larger patches. So there you go, and then at the end, so generally what we'll do, you want to let that cure for about an hour. For this one, we actually have a spray that we use that will cure it immediately, and that'll be available shortly on our website. If this is going to hold air, you will want to go around the edges and make sure that all your edges are down. You can just lift them up and press down where needed all the way around. and that should be pretty good. But like I said, this is a spray we'll be coming out with that just will actually cure the adhesive pretty much immediately. You just want to spray the edges of the patch there, and then as you can see, I mean, this is on there really good. That's not going to come off. You can sand this down on the edges as well once it's applied, just to keep the friction as you're running the vehicle or whatnot. So that's I think what we're going to leave it at today. Appreciate you watching, and tune back in later for more information. Thanks.